Hi there. Real quick before we jump into the episode. If you enjoy this episode, or any of the other episodes, be sure to give us a follow or subscribe. It would also be great if you shared it with a friend, or better yet, left a review so others can know how awesome it is. Thanks so much. And now, the episode.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome to the Press Start Leadership Podcast, the podcast about game-changing leadership, teaching you how to get the most out of your product and development team and become the leader you were meant to be. Leadership coaching and training for the international game industry professional. Now, let me introduce you to your host, the man, the myth, the legend, Christopher Mifsud.
Hey there, Press Starters, and welcome back to another awesome edition of the Press Start Leadership Podcast. On this week's episode, we're discussing how to get organized and stay organized. Organize your work life. How to get organized and stay organized. The more responsibility you're given at work, and the more you age, the more important it is to be organized. If you're an organized person, you can find the information you need faster, and you're more likely to recall the information without having to look for it. Plus, something doesn't automatically get embedded in your brain. You have something tangible to fall back on. The simple act of not forgetting things makes you more reliable and trustworthy. So let's get organized. Here are 6 tips for getting and staying organized. Write stuff down. This is a simple one. Get your ideas out of your head and out into the world. Whether they're typed out, written in a notebook, or scribbled on a sticky note. Doesn't matter as long as they're out there and in a system. If you leave everything inside your brain, you're headed for chaos. Make lists. Take all that great stuff you wrote down and make lists with it. Daily task lists, monthly to-do lists, a year-long list of goals. Put it all on some sort of list. Most importantly, once you build your list, pay attention to it. Make sure you're checking it regularly and checking things off. Add tasks to calendar. Once you have your to-do list built out, figure out how long each task takes and add them to your calendar or day timer. If you assign a specific time to a to-do, you're much more likely to start and finish that task. Make folders. For any paperwork you need to keep, physical or digital, you're going to want to have folders to keep it in. So create folders on your computer, in your mail service, or in your office. Then, file that shit away. Use consistent naming for files. Everyone organizes a little differently, so it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be something you'll use. Whatever system you use for naming your folders, make sure it's something you can remember. For any inter-office organization, make sure there's a standard company-wide naming convention, and that your whole team is following it. And finally, make time. Once you've created a system that works for you, be consistent with it. Designate a certain time during the day that's devoted to organizing, i.e., take 5 minutes at the end of each day or a half hour at the end of your week to organize so you can return to your office with a clean slate. That's this week's episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, thanks for being awesome. Give us a follow, a like, a share, and even a review if you feel like it. We'd really appreciate it. Cheers. If you haven't downloaded my free ebook, 5 Heroic Leadership Skills, click on the link in the description. Tune in next week for your next episode of Press Start Leadership Podcast. Thank you. Oh, hi there. The episode's over, but thanks for sticking around till the end. If you're on the quest to elevate your team's leadership, production, or game design capabilities, I'm here to assist. Leveraging extensive experience and a strategic approach, I offer personalized audits, bespoke workshops, and leadership retreat facilitation to drive your team toward excellence. My commitment is to provide efficient, reliable, and proven support, ensuring you have the tools and insights needed to thrive. Ready to unlock your team's full potential and achieve unparalleled success? Don't hesitate to press start on your journey to transformation today. Feel free to reach out directly to discuss how we can tailor a solution to meet your unique needs and goals. Let's connect and take your team's performance to the next level.